Good evening, you're with Blueprint Explosive Exclusive. I'm Madhavdas G. Viewers, the controversy surrounding Asia Cup trophy is witnessing heightened drama. Shameless Pakistan is crossing all limits of pettiness with the ACC chief, Naqvi, who also happens to be the chairman of the PCB and the Interior Minister of Pakistan, has not returned the trophy to the Indian side after walking away with it on Sunday. Sources have told Times Now that in the ACC meeting, Naqvi apologized for the entire controversy but refused to return the trophy and the medals. He instead created a new drama and demanded that Indian captain Surya Kumar Yadav should come to Dubai to collect the trophy from him. BCCI reacted sharply to this new condition, saying that when the team refused to collect the trophy from him, why would they come to him now for the trophy? Embarrassed after the Cup Chori saga, Naqvi is taken to social media to whine and lie. He now claims that he never apologized to BCCI and has asserted that he is still willing to hand over the trophy. But for that, the team will have to come to the ACC office to collect it from him. Meanwhile, Times Now learns that Naqvi has left the trophy with the UAE Cricket Board as he heads to Lahore. All eyes now are on what action BCCI will take against Naqvi. It's learned that BCCI could launch a formal complaint with the ICC. Even the Executive Committee of the Asian Cricket Council can take action against Naqvi if there's a formal complaint lodged against him. It is the ACC which owns the trophy, medals and presentation rights for its tournaments. If the president's actions are against the spirit of the game or bring disrepute to the ACC, the Executive Committee can censure him, strip him of his powers, or even call for his removal at the next meeting. If he is found to be in serious breach of the code of conduct, the following action can also possibly follow. One option is a formal vote of no confidence. The second is suspension from office pending inquiry. The third is replacement by a vice president or another nominated board. Let's quickly take this across to Karishma, who's joining us. Karishma, there are a number of options that the BCCI, if Mohsin Naqvi does not relent, can take action against him, including a vote of no confidence or suspension from office pending inquiry. He could be replaced by the vice president or other nominated board members as well.
Well, yes, absolutely, Madhav. There are a lot of options that are present in front of the ACB, other board members as well. Remember the AGM that happened yesterday in which BCCI made its point very, very strongly was deferred, and now there is going to be another AGM as well. If by that time also Mohsin Naqvi refuses to give the trophy and medals, then yes, there can be decisions that can be taken with the support of other board members to the BCCI, and the BCCI is very, very confident that other board members are going to support the BCCI in this case when we talk about the spirit of the game and sportsmanship, and they will help in removing Mohsin Naqvi as well. If it were to come to that, the option of going to the ICC is also open because there is a meeting in Dubai of the ICC in November where this matter is also going to be picked up, and a strong protest is going to be filed there as well. So tough times ahead for Mohsin Naqvi as far as the ACC and the ICC is concerned.
Thanks so much, Karishma, for joining us. And in fact, we're going to move this across to our guests now and take it across to them. We have Rajendra Amarnath, former cricketer, joining us now on the panel. With us also is Vedam Jaishankar, sports journalist. Mirza Iqbal Beigh, sports journalist from Pakistan, is with us. Azaz ul Haq Abbasi is president of the Islamic Youth Alliance, also joining us on the show. Let me take it first to Mirza. Mirza, the point is this, that, one can understand the frustration, why the person would be, so upset. But the point is that if India has won the cup, there's no hiding or taking away from the fact that it has to be handed over to India. Mohsin Naqvi cannot be dictating terms as to who's going to hand over the cup and the conditions under which it will be handed over. This is just going to show more and more increasingly that Pakistan is a sore loser.
What happened is this, that the Indian cricket team refused to take the trophy from Mohsin Naqvi. I think Mohsin Naqvi has already stated that nobody was actually gave him any sort of written thing that he is not going to distribute the trophy to the Indians, that Indians are going to refuse. But the point is this, that it is actually bringing disrespect to see in such type of incident when a team won the trophy and he was not.
No, has Mohsin Naqvi won the cup? Who has won the Asia Cup?
No, India has won the cup.
So the India is the rightful recipient of that cup, not Mr. Naqvi. He can't dictate terms to the winner.
But
Who is he to set
India
those terms?
shouldn't dictate it. But Indian team shouldn't dictate it.
No, of course they will
refuse
dictate.
to
If
take the
they
trophy
are the
from him?
winners, they are the rightful owners of that cup, sir. They will
No,
dictate the terms and conditions as to whether they will accept it from him or not.
No such example has been seen in the international cricket.
Sir,
when a
you do
team refused to take trophy.
realize that Pakistan cricket, which is already in doldrums, is only going to suffer more because of this. Your image is not taking any or gaining any, leg up with this.
You are absolutely right that it can affect Pakistan's chances because the next meeting of ICC is going to be held in November in Dubai. So let's see. But the way some of the Indian cricketers have also criticized it, Kapildev, Syed Kirmani, they said that Indians shouldn't have done that because
sir, there's a handful. There is a handful, a small minority which may have said that, but the overwhelming view in Pakistan is that Pakistan Cricket Board has made a complete fool of itself. That is a reality.
No.
Let me bring in Rajinder Amarnath. Rajinder Amarnath, what is this man Mohsin Naqvi think he's doing? The team which has rightfully won the cup, he feels humiliated, he held on to it for some period of time, that is one thing. Who is he to set terms as to how and where the cup will be collected now?
It's very unfortunate to hear such kind of reaction coming from the ACC president. The only authority he has is to conduct the meetings and no more. He's not the final authority. He can just conduct the meetings and the members of the ACC can take the final decision. As we have seen, it's become a big monkey for him to carry on his shoulders. What he has created is going to haunt him right throughout his life. This is not the internal matter of the Pakistan Cricket Board. You should understand. When you're on the international platform, you have to behave in a manner which is befitting that post. Unfortunately, he has not done that. Secondly, you're coming to the point why he did not. Well, India had made it very clear right from the beginning of the tournament that they will not shake hands with the Pakistani players. That was a clear indication that they will not ever shake their hand with the president of the ACC, who's a Pakistani, who's an internal minister in the Pakistan government, and no Indian worth his salt will ever shake hand with him. Their hands are stained with bloods of innocent people at Pahalgam, and I can tell you, right at this moment, you ask any Indian that what would be the reaction if he was to come across, they would turn their back to him, let alone shaking hand and taking a trophy from him. So I think what Indians have done, they have done a correct thing, not to take the trophy from him, but he should have been magnanimous enough to understand the gravity of the situation and given the choice of handing the trophy to the UAE Sheikh who was there on the podium, and that would have brought him into a better light. But now he has made a big fool of himself.
Absolutely. And in fact, let me take that question across to Azaz ul Haq Abbasi. Azaz ul Haq Abbasi, why should any Indian take the trophy from your interior minister, who all Indians feel has blood on his hands? Why should they?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I think Mirza Sahab elaborated very well. You are not taking trophy from the foreign minister of Pakistan. You are taking trophy from the chairman of
Has he resigned from his minister's job?
Council.
Has he resigned from the job?
No.
Has he resigned from the job?
Chairman, he is the chairman of Asian Cricket Council.
He may be chairman of Asian Cricket Council, but has he stopped being the interior minister of Pakistan?
If you win the World Cup, I think you should show the sportsman spirit. This is not a battle. This is
the
cricket.
Winners will set the terms, not the losers.
Behave like a cricket.
Let's be very clear about it. You have been humiliated repeatedly. We know that. We understand the pain. We understand the humiliation. But don't inflict that on the winners of the cup. The winners have every right to set their terms, and they are doing that. Mr. Naqvi has absolutely no right to stick on to the cup. It's nothing but cup chori. It's come down to stealing the cup.
I don't think that Indian team have to dictate the Asian Cricket Council. Although you win, you play well, you win the Asia Cup, but you don't have right.
Let me just tell you one thing.
To dictate the Asian Cricket Council.
There are many things that the BCCI can do, and Mr. Naqvi could possibly end up losing his job also, because he's in clear contravention of the rules. He's in very clear contravention. He has no right to declare this as personal property, and he's behaving as though it's his personal property. It's not. Let's be very clear.
it is your right. Go and done what you can be done. But I don't think you should show the sportsman spirit if you unfortunately win this Asia Cup. Although you play
You should
very
not
well.
show sportsman spirit. Wonderful.
We are showing sportsman spirit.
This is sportsman
But
spirit.
Yes.
By not giving the cup.
This thing is starting from you, from your captain.
Unfortunately, we have won the
old politics on cricket,
you know. Times. Don't say we have been unfortunately winning this cup. We have not won the cup. Unfortunately, we have shown our prowess. We have shown our commitment. We have shown our power on the field to the Pakistani team 3 times. And you have been rubbing your nose on the ground. This is what the Indian team has done.
Let me bring in Vedam Jaishankar. Vedam Jaishankar, what do you have to say to Mr. Abbasi, who seems to be talking through his hat, or rather his turban?
Absolutely, Madhav, I agree with you 100%. You know, the tagline that you have, Cup Chori, I mean it's so right it is, you know. Supposing there had been prize money, he was in charge of prize money, he probably would have run away with the prize money also. Then you have to send out an Interpol notice against him, you know, the way he has behaved himself. So I think these Pakistanis don't understand one thing. They have always been looking for some extra to win. It's not today. One of the Pakistani gentlemen quoted Kirmani and Kapil Dev. But let me remind him, in 1978, when both Kirmani and Kapil Dev were in the team, it was the third one-dayer. It was 1-1. It was a 40-over game, third one-dayer. And India needed 40 runs to win. And both the Imran Khan and Sarfaraz Nawaz bowled bouncers well over the head. The umpires never called it wide. Those were Pakistani umpires. And when the Indians protested, they said that G.R. Vishwanath was too short. And Vishy himself had said that only he had shoot on Gaikwad's shoulder. He could not have reached the ball. And they said, why don't you change the batsman? India walked out of that match. Both Kirmani and Kapil Dev don't seem to understand that. India walked out of the match, conceded the match. It was the first time that the ODI match was conceded. So Pakistan has been playing these dirty tricks for a long, long time. And let's not forget one thing. If you read Imran Khan's biography, he said how they doctored the ball. They use knives, they use screwdrivers, they use nails, they use bottle caps, all sorts of things to doctor the ball. And the Pakistani fast
Let me answer him.
Actually worse with the old ball. They were leading the old ball, not with the new ball, because they doctored the ball. And soon people realized that these guys are doctoring the ball. And they started changing the ball after the 35th over or 2 balls. And suddenly the same Waqar and Wasim and Imran were not getting the wickets.
You are taking the debate.
Mirza Iqbal.
1 minute, just listen to me. They were not winning anymore. Pakistan's victories dried up after they were caught with this ball doctoring. The umpires took control of the ball. The television cameras were following it. And suddenly all these guys, they were not getting wickets.
I remember. It was a global embarrassment. It was a global embarrassment for Pakistan. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
They're always looking for something extra. And
absolutely. You have such a long history of using dirty tricks, Mr. Mirza, that you've actually the global rules of cricket have changed because the kind of cheating that your country has engaged in. That's the sad reality. And you continue to be engaging in those dirty tricks.
But your guest is taking it to another thing. What happened in 1999 when the Firoz Shah Kotla grounds pitch was dug out? Was it a sportsman spirit? What happened in Kolkata Test in 1999 when Sachin Tendulkar was given run out and the whole crowd actually started and they actually ground the evacuated?
Sir, Imran Khan is whose legend? Pakistan's legend. And what are the kind of statements that Imran Khan has made? About deciding Kashmir through the cricket pitch? Have you forgotten all that?
I think Indians have made this issue, the trophy issue, they should have taken the trophy and the childish...
Sure, the trophy is ours. It will come back, despite the best of efforts by Mr. Naqvi, it will come back to us. We are rest assured we won the cup and you've been thrashed and humiliated. But the point is, Mr. Naqvi should not be such a sore loser and making such a public fool and public spectacle of himself. That is the problem because Pakistan is the one losing out, not India.
But your media is actually speculating that Mr. Naqvi has apologized. He actually, in a tweet, he said that I haven't apologized that. He said that...
So he's denying it. He's denying the meeting. That's fine. Every meeting, sir, you are entitled to your own perception. And while Mr. Naqvi may be so embarrassed that he has to lie on social media, that's quite understandable. The level to which he has to stoop low. Let me bring in Rajendra Ramannath on that. Rajendra Ramannath, you buy that argument? That, you know, the Indian media is lying. But here is Naqvi, the beacon of truth.
When the Pakistani talks about lies, it makes me laugh. They are the biggest liars around the world. Look at what Pakistani Prime Minister was doing on the United Nations platform. He was talking about these Operation Sindoor and how they defeated India, and India kept begging for the peace. Whereas everybody knows around, we have bombed the entire Pakistan. All the airfields have been bombed. The hangars have been destroyed. The planes have been destroyed. But he goes thumping his chest at the United Nations and says, we have beaten India, and they came crawling back to us. Stop calling lies. We have been doing it in 1965, 71. I have seen what the Pakistanis have been doing right from the top level. General Yahya Khan was drunk, man. He was talking to the Pakistani media. We were listening to him. He was talking about the Pakistani troops walking around the streets of Amritsar. And then in 65, Ayub Khan was talking about the Pakistani troops at the gateway of Red Fort. You have been the liars right throughout your life. Ever since 1948 war, when you said it was not the Pakistani troops who had invaded Kashmir, it was the tribals. You have been talking only lies up till now, till the present Prime Minister has been doing it at the United Nations.
Let me bring in Azazul Haq on that. Azazul Haq, how's the Noor Khan Air Base, sir? The runway is repaired now.
Noor Khan Air Base is fantastic, like a tea.
Really?
But the problem is that we don't have
off, or is the runway still damaged?
We don't have glasses like India to see the Lahore.
Or are you
port,
lying once again, like Mr. Naqvi?
Which is yes, I am lying because your media reported that India destroyed the Lahore port and they capture whole Karachi.
Leave that aside, sir. Leave that aside. Just tell us how many air bases were destroyed? How many air bases were destroyed? 11, 12, 6. How many terror camps were destroyed? 9. 11 plus 9 is 20. It's 20-0. What? That's the score.
Only 6-0.
Admit it, sir. It's not 6-0 but 20-0 that you should be talking about.
We are admitted. Even Mr. Trump admitted 7-0.
Oh, really? So yes. That's okay. Mr. Trump can say whatever he wants to. He says a lot of nonsense. We all know what he talks about. But the point is that you should admit that all your major air bases were destroyed. Terror camps were destroyed. How much of disillusionment, how much of this kind of fakery will you believe?
He was your best friend before Operation Sindoor, and now he's
still our best friend. He's still our best friend, and he will remain our best friend in the future. The only thing you have to fear is how long it will take before he completely dumps Pakistan. That's the only thing that you have to fear. Let me quickly bring in Vedam. Vedam, quick response to him on fakery.
Yeah, see, Pakistan has shown, earlier I was against India playing Pakistan. But I'm glad India played Pakistan because it showed the whole world how these guys can't play, they can't behave, they can't be proper administrators. I mean, they're thoroughly exposed. They're spectators, they're players, they're administrators. Everybody is thoroughly exposed. And if Pakistan is very serious about its cricket, it needs to do some introspection. At least somewhere it has to get things right. The ball doctoring is out of it. The pitch doctoring is out of it. Fixing umpires is out of it. Fixing matches is out of it. All these things which help you win, all these are gone. So now you need a different paradigm, and you need to concentrate on that. Concentrate on cricket. Get good cricketers. Make them, toughen them out, and get them to play instead of emotionally. They talk rubbish even about this Sindoor. Because emotionally, they have no clue what is happening. And it's not on hard facts. So cricket is also not on hard facts. But luckily for us, the matches were telecast. Otherwise, they would have taken the Asia Cup back to Pakistan. They would have had a parade and they would have said, we won the match. Luckily, it was telecast and the whole world saw that they were drawn. They were destroyed 3-0. And I think Pakistan must understand that they are not a patch on India.
Absolutely.
Anything.
That's the level of disinformation that we see coming out from Pakistan. But let's leave it there for the moment. Rajendra Ramannath, Vedam Jaishankar, Mirza Iqbal Beigh, Azazul Haq Abbasi. I'd like to thank all four of you for joining us this evening.